Welcome to Strategist Corner. We're going to talk about strategy on ESO today on how to make gold. I'm going to break this video down into three categories. First off, some basic tips on a mule type character you can have, which can help out your combat capabilities with your other characters and just keep it all together. 2, how to earn items and multitask. And 3, how to actually sell the items in what most people would consider to be an appropriate way. There are many ways that you can do this kind of stuff online. This is just my take and personal tips and tricks on it. This is also my first video for YouTube, so I'm hoping y'all enjoy it. But a mule character, you want to have an extra character you level up just to maximize your skills for your different jobs. Woodworking, blacksmithing, that kind of stuff. That way you don't have to put a whole bunch of skill points in on your other characters and you can actually focus on combat. You just want to get on your one guy every day to make money. Also, he'll be able to hold your extra inventory and help you make money that way. One of the things a mule character can do, as I will show you here, if you have the skill points in it, you can have the hirelings. The hirelings will give you provisioning, clothing materials, enchanting materials, and so forth. Sometimes these can add up quite a lot. Also, if you notice, I have 0 gold on me right now, so I'm going to show you what I would make by not playing for 12 hours, and then how to make the materials to do that. So, just starting off this way, collecting, and I'll show you about the selling stuff later. And I collected this morning, so this is just the stuff. I'm going to fast forward through here. Alright. As you can see, I just made 63,000 from collecting from stuff I sold. I'm going to show you how to set that up to where you can do that every time you get online from sleeping, going to work, school, whatever it is you got to do. And there's more than that as well. Now, normally, on average, I don't actually quite make that much. I usually only make about 20 to 60,000. 63,000 is a little abnormal there. Just so you don't get your hopes too high on that. The best way to do it is with writs, but I'm going to go after that after we finish talking about mule characters and skill points. So, on to that. How to get your items and money for items as well as other items. On mule characters, you want to level out all of your different crafts: alchemy, blacksmithing, clothing, enchanting, provisioning, woodworking. Then you can maximize what you get for those crafts. Let's say blacksmith. I'm not even a blacksmither, but I'm going to want 10 out of 10 out of blacksmithing so that I can find the materials in Rothgar and other places like that. I'm going to want my hireling 3 out of 3 so that I'm actually getting materials, and even the crappy materials you normally don't care about, even if you don't have that 10 out of 10, you'll still want because you can refine to then get gold materials, and those are the ones that are going to sell and make you a lot of money. The extraction, that's what you need to get the gold material. So these two right here, very important. Hireling and extraction for making money. I also put some stuff on expertise for tempering in case I decided to improve stuff on my own. But, you know, to each their own. There's a few things you can get out of each class. Like alchemy, you may also want to get medical use, where your potions last longer in combat. But by having one character specifically, though, where you just put on the basic attacks, and you focus on having your hirelings and your extractions on everything, and a couple jobs where you are maxed out where you could do the writs. Like I have enchanting, provisioning, and blacksmithing maxed out for this character. That is a point of a mule character, and holding your characters, then holding your items for your character. Your other characters then will have more skill points to focus on combat, and you will have stronger characters and be making more money. Now, on to different ways of making money. The best way in the game, even though you can only do it a little at a time, is writs, because writs will make you a lot of money. I've completed a few here. I'm going to turn these in, and each writ that I turn in right now is making me 604 gold. So I'll do 3 of those, and I got just shy of 2k gold. You know, a few seconds there. Grabbing my stuff doesn't take long. Also, I can go into my supplies and open those up. Those will give me materials, which I then can sell for gold. It will also give you, or stuff that you can refine to also get gold items and then sell for gold. Another big thing, though, is that it doesn't take long to do it all. A few minutes to gather the materials, collect the writs, refine the stuff, and you can get so much out of it. You'll get surveys where you can get tons and tons of other materials, and this can actually come out to millions of gold per hour. Now, true, you can only put a couple minutes in per day, but if you are diligent, that is only a few minutes a day, but that is the best way to make gold in the game, hands down. There's no other way where you'll be making millions per hour that I can think of. But that being said, there are other good ways, because you can't, oh, I want to make gold today. 2 minutes on Ritz, you're done. That's it. So you got to move on to the next one. Now I'm going to do these Ritz while I'm explaining some of these other things you can do. Breaking down materials to sell for gold is a huge deal. How you get those materials is going to be a PvE. Definitely not PvP. Other things you could do, you could go doing quests to earn more skill points, sky shard hunting, trying to level up specific things, doing your pledges for the day, dungeons, group dungeons, things to guild, anything other than PvP. When you're just running around doing stuff, you're going to get tons and tons of materials, and those materials you can either sell directly or you can break down into other materials, which is why the extraction part is really important. And those materials that you break down can turn, greens, blues, purples, and golds. You can turn around and sell those. Also, another way of earning materials to sell, one of the best ways, is actually buying them. A lot of people will sell stuff at a ridiculously cheap price, and what you do with that is you just buy them all. If you have the money, spend it if the stuff is too cheap, and then turn around and sell it for profit. I mean, say you've got Perfect Row, which you're selling for 10K, and you see people throwing them up there for 8, 6, 7K, buy all those, turn around and sell them. Now, do keep in mind that there is going to be a fee involved, so you're not going to make the full 10K that you sell them at. You might be making 9K, but if you're buying them for 8K and selling them for 10K, you're making a full 1,000 profit off of each of those. These are, in my opinion, some of the best ways to gather materials. You could farm for them, yes, but if you're doing other stuff while technically farming, see, look, Tempering Ally right there just has some materials from the surveys you did. Oh, back to Ritz, though. Surveys will give you tons of materials, which then help you get stuff like this. 5 Dwarven Oils, a Grain Solvent, Tempering Alloy, some Honing Stones, and even though those Ritz look like they only gave me a little bit, they're giving me tons. And how many other golds did they give me? I haven't even looked yet. I'm about to turn them in and find out. You can just run around and collect materials if you want, but if you multitask, you'd be doing more at a time. Now, supplies. Let's turn this stuff in. See, right there, I got 2 surveys. I got one from the other one because I didn't have any on me, and I've got a second one, so I can actually do that survey twice and get a lot of materials. I've got several things in here. Lots of soul gems. Repair kits. Now, let's see. I got Donata. I got 3 Brev Juice, 2 Frost Miriam, a bunch of other random foods, which even those you could sell. A lot of the stuff sellable. Mastics, Grain Solvent, Dwarven Oils, Tempering Alloy. Sometimes you'll get a Cuda and some other things. There we go. I got 2 surveys from all that. Some other items. But those 2 surveys may turn into more temperings, Cudas, rosins, whatever. And then you sell those in the guild stores, guild traders. You need guilds with guild traders. That's the big thing where I made a whole bunch at the beginning. You saw me collecting. It's like everyone knows they can sell, but do you actually do it? Do you do it properly? I've now talked about how you can have an extra character just for the skill points with a pack mule. I've talked about how you can earn the materials while multitasking and doing other stuff. Now it's how to, and you've already made some gold. I mean, I've just from doing my Ritz from yesterday and then from today, I made just shy of 4,000 gold, and then from the materials I got from it, I can sell those for tons and tons. I could be walking away with, 20, 30, 50,000. And this is without even doing anything other than maybe doing my surveys. Here is what you do when you want to go to a guild store. Let's say West Empire. I've got 26 things on sale. So I want to sell a Grain Solvent. I'm going to go to Epic. Let's see if I can find a Grain Solvent here. Might just narrow it down again if it doesn't show up right away. Yeah, let me narrow this down a little more. Crafting, blacksmithing, temper. Alright, cheapest Grain Solvent is 1,200. I do not want to undercut these people. If you do that, People will undercut you. It's going to lower the price of the item. You're cutting your own legs off. What you want to do is go to sell and match it. You want to find the cheapest price for a single item and match it precisely. This way it mixes yours in with theirs. When you go to browse, mine's still at the top, and even if someone, a lot of times it's not going to be at the top. A lot of times it'll be mixed in with theirs. It'll be all blended. Like, look here. This guy, Steve, he's got 2 and 1 here. He probably put all those on at the same time. But Crystal Frags here is in the middle of his. And this other guy, Hagfish, see, it's all mixed in. There's Steve again. He probably put them all up at the same time, but it's blended. So everybody gets to sell their stuff at an equal pace. You make, as much for it as you can, but you're still going to sell it quickly. You're not going to sell it like super slow. It's not going to take a day to sell. That's the important thing. You want this stuff to go, go, go. That's how you make a lot of that money, is by having it turn over fast, and you're not undercutting people. Now, if I go into Guild Store here, let's try a different guild, different item. Let's go to Lunacy. Let's check up. Legendary. I've got that tempering. Scrolling down. Lunacy's got a lot of cheap items. Tempering alloy, 9,700. All right. Go to sell. That 9,700. Wait, is that what it was? Yeah, 9,700 exactly. Make sure it was at 9,750 because I don't want to undercut somebody. I want to match him so that I'm making the most. It's selling fast and nobody's getting screwed. It's important not screwing people over in your guild. Your guild will hate you. Other people will hate you. That's what's important. You want to, if possible, even raise the prices sometimes. Like I'll see Kudas, selling for 13K, then the next day 13,500, then 14. I'm thinking, yes, I'm making more money on this. You want to see those prices raised. Sometimes I will put my price up. If there's only one item at 13K and another one at 14, yeah, I'll go with the 14K. Because as soon as that 13K one sells, boom, it's going to take a little bit longer. But I'll make a full 1,000 more, and the price is raising for all future sales, which is great. And you keep your guild traders at 30 items for all your stores, social guilds. If you have it highlighted where it says guild trader, guild trader, guild trader, guild trader, I've got 4 with guild traders, 1 without. That's how you know your guild has a correct guild trader. If they don't have a guild trader and you can claim ownership of keeps, like this one has a keep and a guild trader, just a guild trader, just a guild trader, just a guild trader. Nothing at all here. You claim ownership of a keep, that's as good as a guild trader. Not as good, but you can still sell your stuff to other people. So if you have guilds without guild traders, go into PvP. Get your guild leaders to let you claim ownerships of keeps. Take those keeps and say, this is for our guild. If you lose it, go take another one. If you want to see even more stuff sell, have the guild trader and the keep. If you can keep those keeps, more stuff is selling for everybody. And deposit to your guild banks. I mean, if I'm making 60,000 or 12,000 even, twice a day, I could easily say that 10% of that is profit. So if I'm making a bare minimum of 10,000 profit a week, and that's on a horrible, horrible week, I can still pour 5,000 into a guild to make sure that they keep, a guild trader, and I can make money with them next time. Like and subscribe to my videos. I will try to do one weekly, going over tips, tricks for different aspects of different games. Thank you.